Hello garden friends, welcome to the next episode of What the Crap Are We Doing in the Garden Today? Okay. So what we were going to do was we were going to do this video and plant up the front garden beds. I had already filmed all of that and I was gonna do, finish that up today. And do an intro and outro to that. What had happened was that one of my friends had posted on Facebook that she had a ton of boxwoods that she wanted to get rid of and asked if anybody wanted them. And I was like, yes, I will come and get them. So this is the situation. Gosh, you really don't realize how tired you are until you start holding up a camera and your shoulder's complaining. So this is one of the smallest ones, but as you can see, it's still a really good size. But some of these were growing together, so you can see one half of it is completely flat, whereas the other side is a little bit curved. But here's some of the other ones. I mean, they're ginormous. And just like in my old house, if you guys remember, I had some really overgrown boxwoods and they didn't even really start looking good until we moved. Until this year. I'm sure they look a lot better this year. It's going to take a while to kind of shear these down to the size that I want. But I mean, that's okay. Obviously, these boxwood would cost a ton of money if I got them brand new. But I've also got some over here. So some of them look better than others. That one doesn't look that bad. You know, it's kind of like a cylindrical shape, which I'm thinking is what I'm going to kind of go for, is essentially just little balls of boxwood, here in the back. And that one needs to be trimmed up, but I don't know. And then I think I'm going to move these ones that I have in the pot that I took from my last ones to other places in the garden and or put them in front of all of the boxwoods. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. And I mean, if all else fails, it's not like they're going to be super established here even next year. So I could remove some of them if I find other things. But as you can see, I planted the roses I got in my haul. And I've planted one back here, so this guy is going to need to be moved. So I planted some sweet peas that I was going to originally trellis up. So I'm going to have to move the sweet peas. So I don't know. I'm just thinking it's going to be better that way, So I don't know, you guys. I'm trying to come into the shade so that it's a little bit better light. But that's just what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about just putting them into the back. Honestly, that's what I've decided to do. So if I need to move them, it's not like they're going to be permanently put there or anything like that. So I could potentially move them. And there's other bushes that I want to go get from her later this week too. I just couldn't get them all in one day. Anyway, we're just going to roll with it. We're going to try it out. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think this is a good idea? Or do you think it's going to look ratchet? Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and set up the tripod and let's get to planting these in the ground. Hey guys, I just thought I would jump in with a little voiceover to kind of explain what's about to happen here, because I was just watching through the video and it doesn't really make that much sense. Well, I guess you guys could probably figure it out, but essentially this particular boxwood that I'm working with right here has two major branches and they were falling apart so bad and I could not get them to stay up. They were just too heavy. Here you see me disappear for a second and it's because I go and literally get some string and I try to tie them together and they won't stay. So I end up just taking it off camera, well, not off camera, but and splitting it in half. And yeah, not ideal because I'm actually not even sure if those are going to survive. I've replanted them. You'll see me plant, both sides of it later in this video. And I'm not sure that they're going to make it. So if you guys have any tips on how to help boxwood survive, that's one of the parts, I'm pretty sure. And I thought that because they both had a pretty good amount of the root system that they'd be okay, but I think they're in shock. I'm a little torn. I'm not sure if I should go ahead and cut off some of the canopy just to help them a little bit, not have to support so much foliage with the smallest, like with as small of a root system as they have now. I'm torn. I'm afraid that if I take off too much, that it's actually going to hurt it more. So if you guys have any tips, if you've ever transplanted full-grown boxwoods, please let me know, because I'm definitely open to suggestions. I'm a little bit worried about them, so I'm hoping that they make it after I went through all this work to plant them, but I'll keep you guys updated in later videos. Whew, y'all, that was crazy hard. Oh my gosh, I literally am so exhausted right now. Just like trying to hold, I cannot tell you how heavy grown boxwoods are. They're so much heavier than you would think, especially too because you see them and you see like they're hollow inside and you think, oh, that's not going to be that big of a deal to do by myself. In fact, it is. So if you have somebody to help you, definitely would recommend, if you're going to put full-grown boxwoods into your garden, do like have somebody help you, because it was crazy. I literally look like a crazy mess. I have dirt all over my knees, all over my hands, everywhere. I am so just tired. Honestly, I have no idea how Garden Answer does it, how Laura does it from Garden Answer. She stays so clean. And I don't know how she does. Anyway, let me go ahead and show you guys what it looks like now. I'm super happy with it. I was a little bit hesitant, as you guys know from the intro. I wasn't completely sure if it was going to kind of go with the vibe that I'm going for, but beggars can't be choosers, right? I was given these boxwoods and they have made an immediate impact on the front of the house, and I'm super happy with that. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. It's not perfect, but I think it's gonna turn out good. So ignore literally the chaos that is right here. I am gonna have to plant some things, like move some things around, but this is what that portion, this side of the house looks like. As you can see, some of them are in better shape than others. And that's just genuinely because some of these were growing like together. Like you can see that there's like a whole side that didn't get leafed out because it was growing next to another boxwood. They were all super overgrown and growing on each other, which is why they're all like kind of wonky shaped. But I am going to trim them down, and I'm hoping that over the next couple of years I'll be able to trim them up and make them look a little bit prettier. But like, you know, that one looks pretty good. That's pretty good. That's not too bad. So this is this side. Let me show you the other side. And this is the other side. 3 on this side, 4 on that side. Let me back up. Maybe you guys can get a full impact. But that's what it looks like. So yeah, I am super happy with how that turned out. I think it made an immediate like change to the front of the house, and I'm really excited. I think they're going to take a couple of years to actually look decent, but I think in the long run it's really going to be well worth it. And obviously it's going to be a lot better than having to start with little baby boxwoods. As you can see, my vegetable garden is up and running. So I do have a garden tour coming up. So definitely stay tuned for that if you guys are interested, because I have done a lot in the garden. Yeah, I'm really proud of how much that I've gotten done in such a short period of time. I mean, of course it's never enough, you know, gardeners are always like crazy like that, but I do have a garden tour coming up. So definitely, if you enjoy my garden adventures, please consider liking this video and subscribing so that you guys can stay updated on all the new stuff that I'm doing in this new garden. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. If you did, please like. Okay. All right. Okay. My shoulder. My shoulder. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We can do this.